All right, folks. So, Oak Country here from iCast Enterprises, and we are just testing this out. I'm going to see about going live while at Vidsummit, and so I'm going to have the room open, and it will basically be set up like this. Let me go ahead and change some settings here. We may get a little echo for a moment, so just bear with me. All right. So again, as I said, we might get a little bit of an echo while I'm in the room. But I am over at the hotel, and we are going to try to go live while at Vidsummit. And so I'm not sure how this is going to work. And I won't be able to monitor the actual mute that. I will not be able to monitor the actual chat. So maybe I can get a moderator to come in and help me with that. But we are going to be live, seeing what happens, going as best we can. So that was just a test again. Just seeing how this is going to work. I'm using the OBS. I'll be able to go live with this. I'll be able to turn this around, and we can see what's taking place at the event, what we're doing, and we'll go from there. Anyway, hope everything's going good, and we'll chime back in here in a few minutes. Testing 1, 2, 3. There shouldn't be any volume coming in at all right now. I'm going to turn this camera off for just a second. I do need to change that. I need to get it set. Off of that one. You can use it again. This one with this case is just almost here. All right, so I'll get a battery cable for this also. So maybe somebody can get me in there. I hope that box is working. All right, so it's by chance, is anybody out there paying attention, listening? I don't think there is at the moment. But I've gone live over on YouTube, just testing this. Don't pay attention to my mess. Believe me, there is a mess. All right. My hat on. Other people recognize that. But folks, we're live on YouTube. Supposedly. All right, so we're just testing this. We're here in Dallas. Usually go down to Vidsummit location and see what we end up with. We'll be timing out a little bit later. Hopefully we'll get everything squared away. I mean, the ideal situation where you want to carry the laptop with me and have it close by, but there's no reason why we cannot put that on right there. And so the ideal situation is going to be a spotlight Goofy, which I need to so there you go, spotlight, and then I can do right back scene or something like that. Obviously, see what we end up with. All right, so folks, we're trying. We're going to see. Let me just go ahead and mute it for a moment, and I'll go to. Oh, what is this crap? What is that? Oh, come on, what is that? I don't know. Well,
good morning.
well, hello, what you doing?
I'm fixing to go over and get you an air conditioner for upstairs.
Okay, where are you going over to get a new air conditioner for upstairs at?
My sister's yard sale.
Oh. Well, can you do me a favor first?
I don't know what.
I need to jump into Zoom, and then I need you to look on the YouTube channel. Actually, first, just to get on the YouTube channel. Oops. Hang on a minute. Let me catch Captain Smith. He's coming in. So basically, go over and check out the YouTube channel.
Hi there, over there.
Hang on just a minute. Hey, Hans.
Check it out.
Can you hear me, Hans?
Yeah,
All right, but hang on just a second. I'm on the phone with my wife, and I'm trying to. I was going to get her to check something, but now that you showed up, we'll do a test pilot with that too. All right.
No rush.
So how are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. Yeah.
Good deal.
I started the day reading the EXOs and that.
All right. How'd that go?
Yeah, it's good, man.
Good deal.
There were some good case studies there. And interesting to see, learn about the different projects.
Hang on just 1 second. I think I lost the sound.
Okay.
All right, now I can hear you.
I'm sorry, what channel was I
All right, go to mine, Outcast Enterprises. Hang on, Hans, I'm talking to her. I'll be back. I'll be back in a second.
Do that. I'll just hang out.
Yeah. Well, what I'm trying to experiment here and see if I can do a live stream at the same time as I do the Zoom.
The one that says Vidsummit Test Run?
Yep. Click on that one.
I see it.
You see us, huh? All right.
I see you, but I don't see anybody else.
Hans, are you there? Can you turn your camera on for a second?
Yeah.
Well, we can see you
Sitting outside.
fine looking. Now, are you seeing gallery view Tish or just me? I mean, just him.
I am just seeing you.
Hang on a minute. Let me change the settings. There'll be a little bit of feedback. Just bear with me. Of course, the bad thing is this daggum. Okay, there we go. This thing is not the right.
I see a chat box on the left hand side, but nothing's on it.
Yeah, that's the chat. You can type in chat if you want to. And that way I can see how that's working. I want to go to multi-speaker. All right, now you should see him also, but I think I've got the other pinned.
No, let's never see it.
Sorry for all the feedback. Allow multi-pin. I want to pin him also. Now do you see Hans also?
No, I didn't see you.
Hans found it. Hang on a minute. Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Sorry. Let me get this.
In there.
I've got to go over here and change the view on OBS. I'll get it figured out here in a minute. I'm going to go off of studio mode. And I want to do. I tell you what, mute your computer for just a minute, Tiff. That's better. Now, at least now we're talking. So, Hans, what I'm trying to do, I'm actually live streaming over on YouTube. So, if you wanted to go, but what I'm trying to figure out, I've got my virtual camera open, and so it's only catching me, period. Whereas I want to catch my Zoom. So, give me a second. Now, y'all should be seeing a black screen.
Yep.
Yes, it went black.
All right, now I should be down in the bottom corner.
You are.
Yeah.
All right, give me just a second. I'm trying to figure it out. So we got iDraft full, gray brick, Zoom, full screen monitor.
Now you're back to full screen.
Hang on a minute. Now it's a black screen again, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I need to pick which screen I want, which is going to be. Whee! The infinity view. And if there's any strangers that pops on here, they're sure enough gonna be like, what in the world? All right, now you should be able to see the Zoom.
Yes.
All right, so now that's still side by side. I've got to figure out. It's a little confusing because it's the first time I've ever done it this way. All right, let me pop this completely out of the view. Whee! Get out of here. Oh, why did that go to the invite? I'm over here. They can pop out. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Smart Ellie. She's been a smarty britches, Hans.
It's the only way I know to be.
So Hans, how'd your weekend go? Why is that saying invite people when I'm trying to get rid of?
Oh yeah, I had a good weekend. I had nice guests at Angel Bay, and I was sailing. Summer got on Saturday, so that was nice. I recorded with the Norwegian the launch of At Being X that I've started to call like what is the whole combination of Angel Bay, Butland, and Captain Smith with the border park and all that. So and I've been trying to translate it to English and create the scripts. I do it in English, but it's harder than I first imagined.
Yeah.
And also what I started with all good with the health, safety, and environment and sustainability. But as long as there are wars, what individuals do kind of doesn't matter. So peace first. And I obviously mean that, but when I heard a podcast today, like when people say something that's too obviously true, that kind of can backfire. But hey, man, I've done it, so I just better stand by it. But the whole thing comes down to like if on this drug of the saber. Do you use that word in English too? Saber rattling or rustling? Like
saber rattling, like
when you saber rattling, yeah, that's the word. Like,
yeah.
Threatening with the use of violent force, and wars. Then we might have to go back to living in tribes. That has been kind of the default for humanity most of our existence. The agri-revolution that's 5,000 years old, the industrial revolution just a few hundred years old, and the Homo sapien has probably roamed this earth for hundreds of thousands of years already. So
yeah, let me ask Tish. Go ahead. Sorry, I hate Tish.
And most of that time we've been living in tribes, small tribes. So you have to done by number. It's like 130. That's the number of people most minds manage to relate to.
Trying to find my meeting ID. I can't figure out. This is the first time I've ever done this, and I can't figure out how to type out from what I need to do is go live straight from my OBS, because then I'd be able to pull up the other. All right, so that's a little confusing. But what I need to do, so all right, Tish, probably go.
You want your OBS meeting ID and not the Zoom meeting ID, then of course.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm supposed to be at your mom's at 4:30, so
okay.
Like if you call or something, I won't get you.
All right, baby. What are you seeing on YouTube right now, Tish?
I'm seeing the background, and Han's little yacht.
All right.
Screen up above him.
Yeah, the screen up above is the replication of what I'm seeing on that big screen.
Right.
So I'll have to play around with this a little bit tonight. But here so here's the thing. I can't.
For a while.
Well, I mean, that's fine. That was fine. I was just needing to see right now. Let me spotlight just him, and it should be only him. Let me unspotlight this. Remove spotlight. Boom. Now it should only be Hans. Yes. He is in the spotlight, and then mine's up top.
Yeah, there he is. Oh, look at there.
And if I embiggen that again, I was trying to find my ID number, and right now I'm drawing a blank on where to find it. They've changed everything on Zoom, and it is confusing as all get out, because all I need is the ID number, and it will not pull it up. All right, so I'm going to embiggen this. Boom. Now Hans is in there. Of course, I need to get rid of my closed captioning, because obviously we don't want that running across his picture. I could adjust this. Give me just a second.
Yeah, now Hans is big.
Yeah, Hans is big now. Did you hear?
No, he can't hear me. I'm muted. I'm just talking to you.
No, he can hear me on, because he's hearing the phone over the Zoom. So you can't talk bad about Hans, because then he'd know it and it'd hurt his feelings. Of course, him being Norwegian, it takes a lot to upset him, I guess. I don't know. It might not take much to get him upset. He may be like, no. I think he got a pretty good attitude. Every time I check, he ain't cussed me too bad in front of me anyway. Tell him what he says behind my back, kind of like my wife, but
No, never.
No, my wife never says anything bad about me. So there's that. Now, if I could find my own link, let's see. My best way to do that is let me go over to Discord. Hang on, Tish. And then I'll let you go, maybe.
I can go anytime I want to.
Well, I know. What I would love for you to do is jump into the Zoom too. That way we can see what the site looks. What it looks. I know. All right, join meeting. Now we may get a bunch of echoing for just a second. I'm gonna change my name from Goopy, even though y'all know that's the right one.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I'll just put Old Country.
I don't see any of that anyway.
Well, you don't yet. All right, I'm gonna join. Bing, bing.
I heard it.
Now I should be able to.
I like his background. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, he designed that.
I like it.
She said she liked your background.
Thank you.
That's him and generative AI working together. So I'm going to add a spotlight. Now me and him should be side by side. You see my ugly mug now, don't you?
Yes,
Now, I may go mute for just a second. I'm going to mute on this one. Unmute on this one. All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right, so basically what I'm doing, folks, if anybody does show up on the live stream and you're wondering what's happening here, let's go horizontal. So basically I'm here at the hotel room in Dallas, Texas. We're trying to get set up for doing some live streaming while we're at the Vidsummit, folks. You heard that right. We're going to be at Vidsummit, and I'm going to be trying to live stream as much as I can. And so I'll be swapping back and forth. I'll be able to turn this around so that you'll see what's happening in real time. So as you can see, we're coming up on the computer here. I've got the old broke laptop. And of course, Hans and everybody here might as well, Old Country might be ADHD. And, you know, my wife sat there and laughed at me, but wanted to cry because all of this is stuff that I loaded to bring with me. And I hesitate to show the rest, but there's a whole other pile down in the floor. So I had to bring all my electronics. You know, I got enough rope over here to pull somebody out of the ditch if I need be. There might be a problem. I don't know. But, you know, I just admitted that real time. All right, so one of the things that I'm doing, I've got my other camera set up. I'll swap back to the other lens. I've got my other camera set up. If it will swap back, come on. All right, so I've got it to where when they come up in front of the camera, first of all, it's telling them to get excited. Second of all, it's what is your name? Where are you from? What is your channel name? Now hold up your name tag so that I can see it, because unfortunately sometimes I can't understand them. And then they can walk up and scan my code, and it'll be that one. And then we've got this one also. And so basically it just explains to them what they need to do. So they walk up and tell us who they are and where they're from, and that'll give us all their contact information. Good Lord willing, we'll get a bunch of them. And supposedly this is still streaming out on YouTube. And so that's a little scary, but you know what? We're at a YouTube convention, so why not? The only downside is I'm having to pipe this out of the hotel. I have been on the phone all morning with Straight Talk because my hotspot's not working.
Well, I mute this. I got you.
So on YouTube, if you go to the iCast Enterprises, there should be one that says a test run, Vidsummit Test Run.
Yeah, you're muted.
You might have to click on, you see, so if you're on the channel, Hans, and you see where it says videos and live, click on live and see if there's one in there. Yes, I made my bed, baby. You know that's fake or live. All right, the fact that I'm actually, and the good thing is I'm talking to my wife on the phone while I'm on the Zoom. And so real quick, I'm gonna walk outside and I'll give you a quick rundown of where I'm located as far as from the event. And like I said, people get really confused and they're like, oh yeah, you can just walk out over. It's only 1,000 feet. Well, first of all, they don't know what 1,000 feet is. And second of all,
We want sound. We want sound. Ooh, la, 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 la. Oh, cool, man.
Norway. Oh, tastes like what cheese.
You know, wherever you are, no
That's
matter
kind of what I'm thinking, but it did. So that's all right. So yeah, we still got, I'm assuming on YouTube, you're still seeing mine and his picture side by side. All right. And so let me make this old country guy co-host.
Can you see my chat that I've been typing?
I can't yet. Hang on a minute. Yeah. Well, yeah, you could chat, you're coming in as Jason Perry.
Well, I know, because that's
Yep.
the YouTube account I'm on.
Yeah. All right. So let's see here. And as it's fine. So folks, if anybody's watching this replay, you probably didn't make it this far. But if you did, we're just trying to experiment and get things squared away. All right. So I probably should be able to make myself actual host, but I'll do co-host. Yes. All right, you are now the co-host. So now I should be able on my phone, I should be able to unspotlight people, I think, but I won't swear that. Nope. Yep. Okay. But he's still spotlighted. That'll be the fun part, because I won't be able to tell. Of course, the thing is, I can just Hans, are you still around, buddy?
No, he's not.
All right, I'm gonna remove spotlight. Now it should just be my ugly mug up there. Is that the case? On YouTube?
He's not. I'm lagging. There you are.
What's really crazy is he's in Norway and his was coming in quicker than yours was. Must be a Tennessee thing. But no, I mean seriously, he was like, yeah, now we're in other words, his was swapping over quicker than ours is, and we're in the same country. Just a few states away. And we got Spectrum, so you know. All right. So basically that should start working right there to where we're just whoever, wherever, and we should be able to start having a live stream. All right. All right. Well, that works for me. That concludes the test. Hans, if you can hear me, brother, I'm going to go ahead and shut this one off. I'll touch base with you a little bit later. And we'll catch up. I'm going to have to get on.
Now I can hear you. I can go on the Zoom.
You're there? Do what? What'd you say, Hans?
I said I had to go on the Zoom to get the audio.
Oh, okay. So you're
go on the YouTube to get the audio.
hang on. Now let me see if I can highlight you from my phone. I'm trying to get my controls. So was you over on YouTube?
Yeah, now I'm on YouTube also.
Okay. Let's see. I thought I could control from in here.
And there's a lag.
Yeah, there's definitely gonna be a lag. That okay, and Tish, actually what I was saying a minute ago, that's not true because so now Hans is spotlighted. But yeah, what was happening, I wasn't thinking he was in the Zoom, so obviously his is quicker than yours over there on YouTube. Yeah, so we're good. All right. I was just telling her, I guess you heard me. That's what I said. I said, it's a shame that he's getting a quicker signal over in Norway than you are in Tennessee, but I wasn't thinking she's watching only from YouTube. You were in Zoom with me. So, hey, old country ain't the brightest light bulb on the Christmas tree. I ain't completely burnt out, but it's pretty close. Pretty close.
You man, what you're setting up is complex.
It's getting there, but the good thing is you weren't able to get into the Zoom when I was coming down here, but when I was on my way down here, I had Zoom running while I was driving down the road at 75 mile an hour, and people were coming in and having conversations. And of course, there was my ugly mug, but I had one logged in pointing out the front windshield, had another logged in pointing out the back, and then one on my laptop was just pointing at me. So it was pretty neat. Pretty neat. And then, of course, if I turn this camera back on right now, that one is on. All right, that's where. All right. So anyway, I'll have to get it all figured out, but we'll get it figured out eventually. So what I'll probably do here in just a minute, I need to take a real quick break because y'all don't want to participate in that break. And then I'll probably try to do a live stream through OBS if I can figure that out. And that way I can control it from OBS instead of on here. So anyway, if you're still around, I'll heat you up real quick. We won't take long. And if not, that's fine too. So ladies and gentlemen, if anybody wants to see this replay, like I said, you probably ain't gonna make it this far because you're gonna be like, what the flip? But you might stay just because you're like, what the flip? But anyway, we appreciate it. This was just a test run. Old Country's just experimenting, trying to figure out how he can do this. Have a great one. And I guess I better turn YouTube off before I do anything. That's what bad. I don't even know how to get off. Okay, end stream maybe. End the stream. Bye on YouTube. See you later. All right.